What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Chris Isaak as well as Luca, waiting in great anticipation. And we're returning to the singles compilation Wicked Game 1991. Thank you again to Michaela for this CD. We're moving into the final third or final quarter, I would say. And the next track in the playlist is Nothing's Changed. So that implies the passage of time, but circumstances not being fundamentally different, or perhaps even being identical. So in that regard, I suppose there's an implicit value judgment. There's not necessarily an attitude, positive or negative, that's directly indicated. The denotation does not say that, but the connotation, at least as I read it, suggests that it's a bad thing, that there has been time spent but no reward or no progress or no culmination or result. So in that regard, I feel like the attitude or the sentiment, as I subjectively read it on the CD here, it feels like it's very much in Chris's territory. It's very much in his wheelhouse, lyrically, so to speak. So let's give it a listen and see what it's all about. This is Chris Isaak. The tune is Nothing's Changed, and it's included on his 1991 singles compilation, Wicked Game.
Take a drive through the old town, back past the place where we met. Some things are hard to remember, some things you'll never forget. Let's take a walk down your old street. Who lives in your house today? Let's see if we can remember all of the vows that we made. Kisses you gave me, the vows you made me, none of these things have changed. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Young lovers stand in the shadows, new lovers taking our place. Though you're gone, I remember, and I can still see your face. Kisses you gave me, the vows you made me, none of these things have changed. Nothing's changed.
a moody little tune. I love it. It's very down tempo, and it feels like he's just in his thoughts and feelings. And it's interesting because, there was a line early on. It was something like, some things are hard to remember, some things are hard to forget, which that's obviously a dynamic I think most people will be intuitively familiar with. There's certain things that, they kind of pass by, and the longer you get away from them temporally, the more of a blur they are, to the point where you may not even remember unless someone reminds you. And then there are things that just make this indelible impact on you, and no matter how much time passes, you remember them very intimately with a lot of detail. And then he's also seemingly talking about like generations passing, but the same phenomena, the same types of interactions taking place. So it's like a personal story, it seems, between him and this woman that he's addressing, the vows you made, the vows you gave. And if he's saying that, then it's like, it seems like they're not together anymore, and he's reflecting on the distinction between the past and now, but then he seemingly is saying like, this is the way it's always been, and there's like new lovers that have taken their place, I think. So yeah, it feels like it's a story that's both like personal and intimate, but then also making like a larger statement about, human nature and the cycles and the regularities across the generations. Maybe I'm wrong there, but it really does feel like we're in a memory of his. It feels like we're walking down this old street and, seeing the shadows, the echoes, the ghosts of people and emotions and experiences that took place there, both the narrators and perhaps others. But yeah, I like the down-tempo, moody, atmospheric, a bit melancholy type of feel of the song. And the guitar, just these kind of lyrical touches along the way. Like, neither his voice nor the guitar is the most intense I've heard it on a Chris song, but both perfectly fit the mood. And then, there was those backing vocals, and then he was doing like the lead vocal in conjunction with the backing vocals, and then right at the end he goes really high in that, quasi falsetto style that he can do. So definitely a dynamic performance and a very cool atmospheric tune. Luca's very interested. You see her take a swipe at me a moment ago? It was so, like, now she's just about to fall asleep sitting up. So yeah, the entire gamut of emotions over the course of about 30 seconds there. In any case, let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.